Alright, so my comp prep series, I won't lie, I have been pretty slack on keeping up with these videos and keeping up with the insights for you guys. Obviously I took you through my 7 weeks out, which was the wedding away, and then my 6 weeks out was a pretty slack video because my headset wasn't in it and I had a pretty shitty week. Since then, things did turn around and I started to feel really, really positive and really good again. However, what then happened was I was so overwhelmed because I'd had such a bad few days that I fell behind quite a bit in terms of training and work and just trying to maintain everything, that honestly I didn't have time. And that's the worst thing ever to say, right? That you don't have time to stand in front of a camera and talk for 2 minutes a couple of times a day and fill you guys in on what's going on. So I'm really sorry about that. I have to hold my hands up. We are now looking at 3 weeks on Sunday and I'm finally feeling good again. I've got some food on me today and things are picking back up. So what's been happening is I was riding high for so long that everything caught up on me midpoint this week, and round about Wednesday I started to dip. So much so to the point where I think if you prod me on the shoulder I would have burst into tears. My hand has been really sore. I hurt my finger and it basically flared up and it's just been an absolute pain in the ass. My back's been really sore and I've also hurt my neck as well. So this whole upper array of my body has not been feeling fantastic, and because of that I've missed some cardio, which then led to me thinking I've lost it. And that's what I want to talk to you today about, is this notion that when you have a crucial deadline coming up and there's so much pressure on you to achieve your goals and you can't quite do the things you feel you need to do to achieve that goal, does that then make you any less valuable? Does that mean make you any lesser of a person? And does that then actually mean that you're not going to achieve that goal in time? It doesn't. Yeah, and it's taken me a lot this week to actually be able to say, do you know what, Claire? Taking those couple of days off of classes and pulling back in training has actually been good for you, and it's been a positive thing for you to do, because I woke up this morning and I look the best I have this entire prep so far. My weight's dropped 0.2 pounds. It's not much at all. It's the most it's dropped probably in about 6 weeks. It's just not playing. But how I look has been a real game changer for me today, because I look so much better than what I ever have done in the past. And yet it took going to a dark place, and it took digging deep, and it's taken that hustle and that grind and really pushing through the last 3 days to get me to that point this morning. However, seeing myself this morning and seeing that I'm bringing my best package really did make me feel like it's worth it again. It then took some talking to and some tough loving from some friends to be like, you're just being silly, you know, you've got this, and just that kind of hitting home of prep's making you go a little bit crazy. And that's something that prep does. It really does make you question, are you good enough? A lot of the time you spend so much of your time comparing yourself to others, and it's so hard to not do it when you look at the people that have won it in the past and you look at the people that are on that pedestal, and you then try and compare yourself to them, and then you look at how great their lead up looks on social media and to the public eye, and then you look at your week and you think, oh my god, I'm not doing all the things that they're doing, I'm not doing the right things for me, I've just had to take 3 days off. And you really start to beat yourself up, and you think you're not going to make it, you're not going to be cut in time, you're not going to look the best you can look, when I already look the best I've ever looked, and I'm already a winner, right? Because I've never brought this condition to my body before, and I've never been in this condition and actually been this positive before, the last few days aside. So it is a really, really tough place to be, and it's something that we need to weigh up and value out within ourselves to say, you know, what is that end goal? What are we truly striving for? And have you maybe achieved it and you've not realised you've achieved it? And really, when you listen to your body and actually put in the safety steps and the procedures to listen to your body and let your body recover and make your body feel better, that's going to benefit you in the long run a lot more than if you just kept hammering, adding more stress, creating more of a deficit, not letting it recover. And then I probably would have woke up this morning and not looked as good as what I looked. So my big message for you with this video is cut yourself some slack. Yeah, I had to cut myself some slack, and you really do need to cut yourself some slack. You cannot be perfect all the time. Nobody's perfect any of the time, let's face it. But you cannot keep striving for this perfectionism. You cannot keep pushing yourself through the barriers and through the restrictions that are placed upon you by your body. If your body is screaming for you to stop and your body is screaming for you to take a rest, you have to listen to it, because at the end of the day, this frame and these organs and this makeup here is what is keeping you going and keeping you alive and keeping you working on this earth. And when you start to take that for granted and you stop listening to it, you go to a dark place that you probably shouldn't and don't need to go to. And I think with my finger, that was the universe telling me, girl, sit down, rest up, stop, just stop. And you know what? I did. I listened to it, and I thank my finger right now for being an annoying little poo head on Tuesday and for making me sit in A&E for 5 hours, because the 5 hours I spent in A&E, I really got to reflect on myself, on my quiet time. I had no internet, I had no signal, I had no nothing, and I just got to sit and be me and be with myself and think about this whole process and what I really wanted and what I'm doing this for again. And it's something that I keep doing and keep revisiting, and I keep getting the same outcomes, but they're always a little bit different with tweaks and changes. And yeah, it's been a really reflective week for me, and I really want you guys to stop putting so much pressure on yourself, stop striving for that perfectionism, and just when your body needs to stop, you listen to it, and you can get back on the wagon in a few days. I mean, what really is going to happen in 2 or 3 days if you take them off? I mean, if you have been working to a plan for so long, if you've been consistent for so long, and you've really had it together, and what's the harm in taking a couple of days? What really is it? I've learned that there's no harm in it, and I feel much better for it. And I'm 3 weeks out on Sunday, and it's crazy to think I've taken some time off 3 weeks out, but I've taken it and it's made me feel better, and I'm now ready to rock the next 3 weeks because I feel much better in myself. My aches and pains have settled, and I feel much more positive and clearer, and all my negative vibes that were creeping in and the gremlins that were creeping in have all settled and calmed, and I just feel better. I know it's going to be hard at this stage no matter what, and in a few days time I'm probably going to be upset and cranky again, but I can reflect on this, video, and I can remind myself of to why I'm doing what I'm doing, and that it is worth it. And it's going to be incredible when I get on that stage, and I am so excited to do so. I'm not perfect, I'm allowed to recover, I'm allowed to take time off, but it's going to be incredible, and I'm going to be incredible, and it's worth it. Anyway, I hope you've taken something from this video, even if it's just been listening to me rant and just talk about myself, which feels really funny. I'm getting better at it, but I really hope you can connect with this. And if you ever have felt that point in your life where you're like, I just need to keep going because the deadline is there, stop, give yourself a minute, step back, bird's eye view, look at the whole situation, pull yourself out, have an outer body experience, connect with the universe, do whatever you've got to do, but compose yourself, think about the bigger picture, rest, recover, revive, reset, then hit the ground harder. It's basically HIIT training, right? Nah. Anyway, that's basically all I'm saying. yeah, get in touch, any questions. If you want to connect, if you want to catch up, you'll find me on Instagram. You can subscribe to my mailing list via my website, www.raffitness.online. And yeah, let's be friends. Reach out, catch up, and I will speak to you all super soon. Thank you for watching.